Okay, so I got some lights for this truck for Christmas, and also picked up some other things too that I wanted to get done. So I got a light bar for the top and lights for the front. So I'm just going to kind of unbox this stuff and show what all I have here. All right, so let's just start with this thing first. Alright, so here is the light bar for the roof. It's a curved LED. This is what it looks like. It's curved. That's going to go on the roof. Also picked up some cable. This set also came with these. And then on either side of the hood, I got some brackets for those. Lift those up. Those brackets look like this. Also needed switches. So I got this switch. It's got an aluminum plate. I already got a place picked out for that. Inside. Also got these are interior LEDs. So it's just an LED set. Color changing, but they're just accent lights. And last but not least, this is Underglow. So it's just an Underglow set for underneath, and that is it. So I'm gonna get started. Pilot hole, I guess. side's done. So now I got these. I left and went to Tractor Supply and got these washers because up here in the front it was teeter-tottering in the middle. I needed to raise it up with these washers, but I didn't end up needing those because I had to back it up. And the reason for that is because inside here, when I got the headliner down, there was a space. There was a piece of sheet metal going across that you couldn't get up to the actual roof. So I didn't have a choice. I had to back it up, and so that's just where it ended up. But I'm happy with it. It's going to light up what I need to light up. So now I got to do the hole for the power cord. So I am going to just put it right here, behind here. And I've just been using epoxy. Some people would probably say use silicone, but that's what I decided to do. So let me get this hole drilled. Okay. I have to do a pilot hole, I'm sure. I'm just going to do it like right behind there. Alright, that'll be fine. I'm going to use epoxy on that too. thinking about just leaving a little bit out so that if I need to adjust it, I can. I'll leave that much out. Alright, I'm going to leave that mounted. Alright, so that part is done. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mount those side lights right here. I have the brackets that go on here and they point off to the side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is do these lights that attach to the hood. These brackets is what holds them on, so I'm going to mount them somewhere, either here or maybe in the middle. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to put them on there and see what I think. Alright, there they are. Didn't really want them to stick up that high, but I guess that's okay. I may even move these over to the edge. Just look kind of weird right there, but that's what they look like anyway. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is wire this stuff up. I'm going to start with this stuff over here. This is the cables they sent with this. Of course, I'm not going to use the switch that they sent, which is this, because I bought a switch panel for all of them. So I'm just going to run this through the frame. Comes out over here. There's where it comes out. And now I gotta solder these two together. Get started. Alright. That'll be enough. All right. Alright, these are solder connectors, so there's some heat shrink. Sure that heat shrink's going to go over that. Oh, and it's not. Okay, well, let's change that out. I'm going to trim a little more off those too. Okay, I think that'll be good. All right, now let's try soldering this. Looks good. Okay, so I'm going to put that back through. Alright, so I did this side exactly like I did the other side, so I didn't film that. There was no point in it. And that just comes through the roof and down the side panel here. So there's not really anything interesting to see with that. So I have it on a temporary switch right now because I have a switch panel that I'm going to put in here. So this is just the switch that came with it. And there it is. Okay, so a little update. So things that you'll notice I changed. So I started out where I was going to put the little bit bigger lights right here. I ended up going for the smaller ones that originally I wanted to face in the bed. Reason for that is I, after thinking about it and after looking over everything, I really wasn't going to need that much light in the bed. I already have a cargo light back there anyway, so that's the reasoning behind that. Also, the bigger light here, it was just too, I did try it out, it didn't look right. It was just, they were just too big. So since that bar on the roof is not quite as long as I would like it, I'm going to put the other two lights up there, but I'm going to face them slightly at an angle so I'm getting light to the side of the truck as well. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, and since I didn't show taking the headliner down the first time, I'm going to show that this time. Okay, so alright, so I need to probably decide where the wires are going to go in. I think probably I'll do this side right next to this one. I was going to run wire across and go in the same hole, but I think I'm going to put a hole over there too. Alright, let's see here. I wonder if that's going to work. Maybe. We'll see, I guess. Let's see how close we are. Yeah, so it did have to go through 2 different layers, but that's okay. I can get a nut on that, which is what I was worried about. Okay. They don't make the holes, the access holes in there very big. Get your hand moving around. Okay. I'm going to put some epoxy on that actually. be fine. All right. Changed out. I got these from Tractor Supply. This is a better deal here. Put some epoxy. Okay, that's gonna do it. So my battery went out on this GoPro last night. I didn't realize when I was doing these holes for the cord. But I put one right here, and then there's one over there. And this is where I'm going in, by the way. There's a rubber spot right there on the side. I couldn't get through the firewall. I kept trying to find a place through there. So see how I routed the other one back behind there, so it's out of the way of all the door hinge and all that stuff, so it's not going to hurt anything. And I have it coming in through the side over there. Okay, so here's the finished product. This is with everything now mounted, wired. You can see the holes where the wires go in. I am glad that I ended up putting the smaller lights here. Those bigger lights, these up here, just didn't look right here, so. But that is everything. Let me show the switch panel. And you can see where those wires go in. They go back around the back side of the hinge so that it doesn't get pinched. I'm going to get some black lumen put around that too to make that look a little better. And then the switch panel, I decided to go, originally I took this middle console out and was going to put it here. There's a few reasons why I decided not to do that. Number one, I'd have to cut it. Number two, underneath there, the switches have the wires coming out of the back, and I was afraid that there wouldn't be enough space and it would make that stick up. So I went ahead and put it here. This is where I ended up putting it. And I like that there. That's fine. It's not in my way. I didn't use the little shelf behind that anyway. So that's where everything's wired up. I also put a main switch on off right there. And that main switch is because I wired this directly to the battery. It doesn't come on with a key. That way I don't have to have my key on to use this stuff, but I do have to turn on this main switch. Now the switches are active. And I'm going to show this at night too. Alright, so I can go ahead and show what it looks like during the day. Alright. Also have some underglow for the under the dash, and also have some underglow under the truck, but I'll show that tonight. Okay, here we are at night, so this is what the LED accent lighting looks like under my dash. Show the underglow. And here is the underglow. Now I'm going to show the off-road lights. So here's like the regular lights. And I'll show it with, and then let me show without the lights. Let me show this one first. So that one turns on the upper and the side lights. And that turns on the side lights on top. Pretty bright. So I'm happy with that.